It was found that the profit of selling X bicycles can be approximated by the function, capital P of X, is negative X squared plus 15X plus 200. Where P is in hundreds, find and interpret the average rate of change from 2 to 5, and also 7 to 18. So remember last class we talked about the table function in your calculator? We are evaluating that function technically 4 times. So to save time, you can use a table function. You do not have to, though. We will be using the calculator in a second to see what the graph of this looks like. So for part A, remember it says average rate of change is f of b. I almost grabbed a real eraser. There we go. F of b minus f of a all over b minus a. For part A, we have x equals 2 to x equals 5. Typically, a is a smaller number. It doesn't have to be. So we would have for us f of 5 minus f of 2 all over 5 minus 2. Well, I'll do the hard part. To find f of 5, well, I do apologize. I shouldn't be using f's here. I should be using what letter? P, because that's the name of the function. Oh, that looks like a P. 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 You can't even tell I made an error. So to find P of 5, we plug in 5 into the function. So we would have negative 5 squared plus 15 times 5 plus 200. Please be careful that negative in front of the x squared means that you square first and then multiply by a negative 1. So you plug in 5, what do we get? For the entire thing, I apologize. Yeah. Yeah. 250 minus, and now plug in 2. Thank you. So what is 250 minus 226 then divided by 3? Eight. Well, there's that phrase, find and interpret. Find means tell me the number. Interpret says what does it mean. To interpret an average rate of change, it's always what the function means per what the variable means. Y per x. So what the function means per what the variable means. So our function means P, profit in hundreds. And the variable means number of bikes. $800 per bike. So the profit is, well, is it increasing or decreasing? Increasing. Why? Because it's a positive number. Very good. Profit is increasing by $800 per bike. What type of bike are these? When 2 to 5 bikes are sold. If you would, please try part B. What do you get for P of 18? 146, good. And P of 7? 146 minus 256 over 11, I think is negative 10. So can anyone interpret this for me? Careful. Yes.
Per bike when 7 to 18 bikes.
Perfect. Awesome. So obviously the company should stop selling bikes after they hit 5. Just say, oh, we're good. Walk away. Because this is a perfect real life example. Well, not really, but it gets the idea down of what an average rate of change is. You've dealt with average rate of changes all your life, you just didn't know it, so anytime you hop in the car and drive, Miles per hour, that's an average rate of change. Dollars per hour, anything with a per is an average rate of change if you're going from point A to point B of some type. What we're going to do now is talk about what happens graphically with these two examples. We're gonna load up the calculator here. Minimize. You go. Oh, that's pretty. That's nice. Does anyone see? There it is. All right. What I'm going to do is wish this was going to work the way I wanted it to work, but it's not going to. That's okay. I'm not bitter. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my y equals, and I'm going to type in that profit function. Okay. And I'm going to change the window from 0 to 20. And I'm going to change, keep the scaling as 1. The y min, I'm going to say 0 to, what was our largest value? 250? So we'll say 300. Then I'm going to keep that as 50. Alright, and then I'm going to hit graph. If you didn't follow along to that, that's totally fine. It's not detrimental. Capture screen. I'm glad it's right where I can't. Oh, can I capture a section? Oh, we're going to capture a section. Okay, what is that? Technology, I love you. All right, where can I put this so it's not in the way? How about right here? How about you? No, you go here. All right. Perfect. All right, draw. So what just happened was we went from 2 to 5. So here's 2. Here's 5. And if we connect these 2 points with a line, this line has a formal name. It's called a secant line. And what that line is saying is, what our average rate of change is saying is the slope between those 2 points is 8. However, if we had picked 7 and 18, there's 7, 1, 2, 3, 20. There's 18. What type of slope is our secant line now? Negative, because it's decreasing. So this one had the slope was negative 10. So a layman's definition of a secant line is a line that intersects the graph at 2 points. So that means that by finding the average rate of change, you are finding the slope of the secant line. So I'll repeat that all again. A secant line is a line that intersects the graph at 2 points. And the average rate of change basically tells you the slope of the secant line.